Hello, my beautiful family. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a beautiful and blessed day. Today is the tail end of the 22nd day of the month, and I will be reading Proverbs 22. Um, we have a verse for today, and the verse is from Psalm 121, verse 7. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. I love that. So let us get to Proverbs 22, and it would help if I had my glasses. The value of a good name. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and the poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of, of the perverse. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. He who guards his soul will be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He who sows iniquity will reap sorrow, and the rod of his anger will fail. He who has a generous eye will be blessed, for he gives of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scoffer, and contention will leave. Yes, strife and reproach will cease. He who loves purity of heart and has grace of his lip on his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless. The lazy man says, "There is a lion outside. I shall be slain in the streets." The mouth of an immoral woman is a deep pit. He who is abhorred by the Lord will fall there. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of correction will drive it far from him. He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. Sayings of the wise. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge, for it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within you. Let them all be fixed upon your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I have instructed you today, even you. Have I not written to you excellent things of counsels and knowledge, that I may make you know the certainty of the words of truth, that you may answer words of truth to those who send to you? Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor oppress the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and plunder the soul of those who plunder them. Make no friendships with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes hands in a pledge, one of those who is surety for debt. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should he take away your bed from under you? Do not remove the ancient landmark which your fathers have set. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. Will admit sometimes I have a hard time understanding them. That's why I'm so glad we are reading these overviews. So here is the overview. Proverbs 22 is a diverse collection of wisdom teachings focusing on personal integrity, wealth, and the fear of the Lord. It contrasts worldly riches with honorable character, urges the compassionate treatment of the poor, and provides timeless principles for raising children. Core themes and breakdown. Number one, character over wealth, which is in verses 1 through 4. The good name, verse 1. An honorable reputation and the favor of God are far more valuable than silver, gold, or great riches. Shared humanity, verse 2. The rich and the poor share the same Creator. This reminds us that human dignity is not tied to financial status. Prudence, number 2, prudence and preparation, which is in verses 3 and 13. The prudent person anticipates danger and hides or prepares, whereas the naive person ignores warning signs and suffers the consequences. Verse 13 provides a humorous look at a sluggard, a lazy person, who makes absurd excuses like claiming there is a lion outside just to avoid work. Number 3, raising children. Verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Commentary. This is a guiding principle for intentional parenting. It implies observing a child's unique bent, their natural personality and gifting, and directing it toward wisdom and godliness. Rather than an absolute guarantee that a child will never stray, it highlights the lifelong impact of instilling strong moral and spiritual habits. Number 4, compassion for the vulnerable, which is in verses 22 to 23. The text strictly warns against exploiting or taking advantage of the poor. The commentary. God is portrayed as the ultimate advocate and defender of the oppressed. If the vulnerable are taken advantage of, God Himself will intervene and take up their cause. Key takeaways. Proverbs 22 emphasizes that true success is measured by generosity, integrity, and humility rather than material wealth. A person who honors God and cares for the marginalized will experience a life marked by stability and favor. How can I apply Proverbs 22:4 to my life? Applying Proverbs 22:4. By humility and fear of the Lord are the riches and honor and life means shifting your focus from worldly self promotion to deep reverence for God. It promises that true success and fulfillment flow from a surrendered heart rather than aggressive ambition. What it looks like. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. It means celebrating others' successes, actively listening in conversations, and avoiding a constant need to prove your worth to the world. Application. At work or at school, make an intentional effort to elevate your team. Give credit where it is due and avoid taking the spotlight. Number two, cultivate a fear of the Lord. What it looks like. This does not mean being terrified of God. It means having a deep, respectful awe for His majesty. It involves acknowledging Him as the guide of your life and choosing integrity because you value your relationship with Him. Application. Start your day with a short prayer, asking for guidance, and pause before making decisions to consider what honors God and aligns with His principles. Number three, redefine riches, honor, and life. What it looks like. The Bible teaches that the rewards of humility may not always be material wealth. They often manifest as inner peace, strong relationships, a good reputation, and a life of purpose. The application. Instead of chasing money or social status as the ultimate goal, focus on building character. Let go of the need for control. What it looks like. Pride makes us believe we must orchestrate everything ourselves. Humility means acknowledging your limitations and trusting God's timing and sovereignty. The application. When facing a stressful situation or setback, step back and replace worry with prayer. Actively surrender the outcome to God rather than forcing your own will. By prioritizing these habits, you align your life with God's design. This opens the door to the rich, honorable, and fulfilling life this proverb speaks of. It certainly helped me to read these overviews and meanings and all of that. I did want to share one other thing that I was listening to right before I did this video. So I want to share this little tidbit. Some of you may like it, some of you may not, but it kind of hit my heart. Uh, this is a person, well, I'm not even going to get into that. Most of you will know who this person is. So let me stop sharing this video and go to the other one. Turn off the music because I think you could still hear it. Okay. And we will go to the other video.
Yeah, as soon as I could understand my worth and knew that, like, hey, people aren't giving me what I need. Like,
Yeah.
people are always wanting something. I can never tell if something's really authentic, but when I really sit in my room and I'm alone and I can just like, God, are you there? Like, I feel this connection with something that's a higher being. It just, and picture it as being a perfect thing.
Yeah.
It just puts an ease to my soul that's like, I can't describe.
Like, how in the world am I still standing today?
Does anybody else ever feel that way? And I gotta tell you something, you hear a lot about self-help and, just pulling up your bootstraps and figuring it out. But I gotta tell you something, man. I met this person unlike any other person in the whole wide universe. This person did the ultimate act for me. He took my sin, he took my shame. He went to the cross and took my pain. This man's name is Jesus. This man rose on the third day. I've never met a man like Jesus.
And so you can see that somewhere around his early 20s, he broke down from all the chaos the world has to offer, started taking his faith more seriously, started